review today, and it is a review of this guy. The which you can sort of see through the haze of vapor and glare. It is the Troll RDA. That's the little troll meme. And there's your airflow slots, and we'll be taking a closer look of it down and dirty, of course. But the Troll RDA, let's do cost and availability first. It is available at esiggity.com. That's the first thing that comes up when you do a Google search. Esiggity is also a great company to deal with. I found that they get things shipped out fast. They do a nice job. But the cost of this RDA is $32.99. Not bad at all for an authentic RDA. It's made by Wotofo, which is a Chinese company. But their products have kind of developed a little bit of a following. I think the Freak Show, also a Wotofo product, and the Troll, of course, has become very popular, and it's available everywhere. I mentioned Esiggity, but I got mine at a local brick and mortar, and they're all over the internet, available in every color of the rainbow at this point. From Esiggity, the information they supplied says the Troll RDA is an authentic RDA made by Wotofo. It features 4 post holes on the deck for easier building. It features 2x3 side slit airflow holes that are adjustable, like the Mutation X version 2. The juice well is nice and deep to hold a lot of liquid. The top cap of the atomizer is made of POM to keep your drip tip cool. And we'll take a look at some of those features as we get up close and down and dirty with the Troll RDA, but I thought I'd share some basic information with you first. So why don't we go ahead and go down and dirty, take a look at the up close of the Troll RDA. Okay, we are here down and dirty with the Troll RDA. You can see this is the nice little packaging that it comes in. This is the standard Wotofo tin that most of their products, their RDAs, are coming in these days. I have a Freak Show also. It came in a tin exactly like this. Has the Wotofo QA scan or QR scan thing there. Inside we have the Troll RDA. It will come with this little guy installed, so you can just use any 510 drip tip that you want. Will just fit in there nice and easy. However, that's not how I've been using it. I've been using the Chuff style drip cap that also was made for the Troll RDA, and to use that we'll have to take our top cap, pop that 510 adapter, which is a POM material, nice and heat resistant, some O-rings on there, well built little innovation, and then pop the Chuff style drip cap that you can get I believe you can get those if your version doesn't come with that. I believe you can get them for about $6 from Wotofo. So that's the assembled Troll RDA with the Chuff style top cap, and we'll take a look at this is how you adjust your airflow, and we'll see this better when we take it apart, but it's a 3-piece design. You have your deck, you have your barrel, and then you have this turny part, which makes adjusting your airflow just super easy. The O-rings in there are perfect. They're not too loose where your settings get messed up just from touching it. They're also not too tight that you cut your fingers up or have to strain to it just works oh so perfectly. And that's kind of where I've been keeping it, about between a quarter and a half closed off on the airflow. I found that offers the best flavor. We'll take a closer look at this broken down. So the different parts here, you have, of course, that 510 adapter that we talked about. You have your chuff style top cap. You have your top cap and airflow shield piece there. Has a little bit of a conical design, ever so slight. Not what I would call a reduced chamber, but a little bit of a conical design there inside the top cap. Nice O-rings. Those are just so perfect. And I think to get the barrel off, I'm going to have to put it on my Sigelli here. That's the barrel piece with your airflow and your troll meme. And here is the building deck, which you'll want to take a nice close look at. Get it screwed on here. That's your build deck. I took the wicking out of one side so you could see the nice deep and apparently very dirty juice well. I need to clean that out. Got some flecks of burnt juice down in there. Looks like my coils need a bit of a cleaning also. But you can see the nice deep juice well. Fits lots of cotton, lots of juice. Hard to over drip on this one. If you're a chronic over dripper, this might just be the Addy for you. Has the 4 post hole design. There are 3 actual posts, but it has that Helios style block there on top that creates 4 post holes. This, as you can imagine, the center block post will spin on you if you torque it. I kind of find that because it is squared off, when you're tightening it, you can kind of put your finger there to hold it in place and keep it from spinning. But it's not super loose. I've seen some that you can literally just push with your finger and they'll turn. But this one, it doesn't start turning until you really start putting some pressure on it. Your side posts are nice and solid, milled into the deck. Just a reasonably good build quality there, especially for $32.99. So that's her firing. Don't want to fire it too much because I don't have cotton in that one side. So that's the Troll, down and dirty. Let's go ahead, go back up top, talk about some pros, some cons, give you some final thoughts, and vape it. Welcome back up top, folks, where I am continuing to enjoy the Troll RDA. I am enjoying it with Epic Clouds, Mom's Pineapple Cake. I am pairing it with a delicious, refreshing Pepsi Max. And let's deal with some pros and cons of this device after I have another vape. Just delicious. The first pro, something we've already talked about. It's a very inexpensive RDA, $32.99 at eCiggity. And for an authentic RDA, can't be beat. Well, it can be beat, but by very few atomizers. And anything, less the cheaper price than $32.99, in all likelihood is going to be a clone, a non-authentic. For an authentic RDA, this is just a nearly perfect price point. Easy to build on. 4-post hole design. I normally throw a center post build on there and call it good. It's very the airflow also nice and easily adjustable. Again, those O-rings allow you to just turn that airflow adjustment so easily. You can get a wide range of different airflow options, from the wide open cloud chaser's dream, to where I use it about half closed off. Nice balance between vapor and flavor. Good build quality. I love the three-piece design. You have your deck, your barrel, and your top cap that adjusts the airflow. Has that innovative drip tip and drip top cap design, so that you can use this POM drip tip adapter, use any 510 drip tip, or you can rock it with the chuff style drip top cap there. Not a leak monster at all. You'll get a little condensation around the edges. I'll go ahead and show you what I have here, which is just ever so little bit of dampness there around the edge. But I think in terms of leaking, this may very well be the best RDA in my arsenal as far as, not leaking very much at all. Just some condensation from around the top cap there is all you'll get, unless you severely over drip, in which case, it will, you can over drip to the point where it fills up the juice well and will run out the side hole there. But you really got to try to make this baby leak. Again, not to beat a dead horse, but the O-rings on this are just perfect, and what a difference that makes. I was thinking about a review that I did recently on the Infinite CLT version 3, and if you look at these two atomizers, they look so similar, but this atomizer, the CLT, is awful, and this atomizer, the Troll, is a good atomizer. Nice RDA. And I think a lot of that is to do with how perfect the O-rings are on this one, and how terrible the O-rings are on the CLT. There are other things too. Those razor sharp heatsink fins on the Infinite are also a thorn in my side, and obviously this one does not have that. But just, ever so perfect O-rings. You can just pull that top cap right off and drip, or if you like to drip through the chuff cap, you can do that. And they, again, perfect O-rings on the airflow adjustment there as well. Great balance of vapor and flavor, with the airflow closed off about halfway. With the airflow wide open, the flavor will be a bit muted, but with the airflow closed off about halfway, in my opinion, with the chuff cap on top, it's just the perfect kind of balance of vapor and flavor. Cons, which there are not many of. The center post will spin on you. This is probably the biggest con. Again, because it's squared off, you can kind of put your finger in there when you're tightening it and keep that block and keep that post from spinning. But it is something they could improve the design on. They could make the post square or hexagonal, to keep it from spinning. I'd like to see that design really take off with every new RDA being produced, so that the center post won't spin. This one, unfortunately, it does have that spinning center post problem. Again, not a big deal. I just put my finger in there and against the block, and when I'm tightening, and keep it from spinning and messing my build up. But it is a con, probably the biggest con on this device. Another con, which is, it hasn't been so much of a problem for me again, but something I've heard other reviewers talk about, Is that because of the size of the atomizer, and because of the very open airflow? If you have the airflow wide open, the flavor can be a bit muted. Again, if you open the airflow up all the way, using this in cloud chaser mode, yeah, the flavor is a bit muted, but closed off halfway, just perfect for me. Kind of along the same lines, another con is how tall the RDA is. It's just slightly taller, sort of this amount. If you can see that, taller than a normal RDA. Sort of a normal RDA would start about there, but because of this knurled part on the top where you adjust your airflow, this one is a bit taller. Does not bother me in the least. I actually kind of like the aesthetics of it, I like the dimensions of this atomizer. But as long as it doesn't reduce the flavor, which this one, in my opinion, doesn't, be it because of the airflow design that possibly vortexes the airflow into your mouth, or because of that slightly reduced chamber with the conical design there. Something there, because it produces much better flavor, again, than, say, the Infinite CLT that has a very similar, if not exact, the CLT is ever so slightly taller, but they're very close in length, and the CLT produces very little flavor, in my opinion, and the Troll produces great flavor, again, in my experience and in my opinion. So that's all I have in the way of cons. Finally, would I recommend this device? Absolutely. You probably got that sense already. This is probably my favorite RDA right now. Overall, I have RDAs that are slightly better flavor, but some other cons, kind of throw the balance off. So on balance, this RDA, all things considered, is probably, the best, most, and it's definitely the one that I keep going back to. I'll get new RDAs and try them out and use them, and this is kind of nice, and then I think I'll pull the Troll back out, and it's kind of the RDA that I keep going back to, because it's just so easy to use and produces such a great balance of vapor and flavor. So highly recommend it. I think for cloud chasers, it's spot on. But just for RDA fans, folks who like to drip, this RDA could very well be a spectacular fit for you. So thanks for joining us on this review. Please join us next time. We'll be reviewing a clone of the Tobacco clone of the Marquee rebuildable dripping atomizer. So join us next time on the Salty Vapor. Until then, have a great week, and I will see you later.